Welcome to the strategy for Teesside Reform Prisons. I'm Ian Blakeman and I'm proud to be the Executive Governor for Home House and Kirkleamington Grange Reform Prisons. I'm really pleased to be able to introduce our plans for the next few years as we transform our prisons and deliver the most exciting prison reform programme seen in a generation. Reform prisons are different, and I hope that you will agree that our plans are different. The opportunity to deliver great outcomes to the public we serve and show what our prison system is capable of is very exciting, and I've been amazed to see the passion and commitment it has unleashed from everyone working and living in our prisons. There are some things which cut across everything we do and which are so important I want to say them here and now. Prisons can only work to change lives if they are safe, and if everyone working and living in them feels safe, and if they ensure public safety. Making sure we prevent incidents of violence and self-harm, and that we deliver public safety by the way we provide security and manage risk is our first duty and must underpin everything else. We will always be clear that safety comes first.
I want to work in a prison that is safe and secure for staff and prisoners. Without this, nothing else can be achieved.
Our promises are really important as they set out how we will deliver the transformation in our prisons.
We are committed to delivering the Teesside Reform Prison promises. Our prison is a place that promotes citizenship, inspires confidence, fosters community spirit and enables people to achieve things that are currently beyond their aspirations.
I want Home House to be a healthy prison, one where a healthy prison is a safe, ordered and respectful prison, and one in which both staff and prisoners feel confident and have the opportunity to fulfil their potential.
I know that we need to keep on listening. Since the announcement that we were going to become reform prisons, we've been really busy listening and talking to everyone about what we need to do together to make our prisons great. This strategy is the beginning of how we do that, but we will go on listening and our strategy will evolve to reflect our deeper understanding of what we all need to do to fulfil our vision.
I want to support a prison that understands the needs of victims and works closely with specialist services in order to help keep victims safe.
We know that whatever we succeed in doing, we do because of our people, and we will always make sure we take care of the people who work in our prisons, respect them as professionals, expect the very best of them, and give them what they need to do their job well and to feel proud of our prisons.
I want to work in a prison where staff are role models and an inspiration to others, which is vital towards the rehabilitation process.
I want to work in a prison where the Governor can make decisions at a local level that will support the men in realising their aspirations.
We need to be prisons that are owned by our community. This really matters and will be a personal focus for me as Executive Governor. What happens in our prisons should be a matter of informed public debate, and our community should understand and own what we are doing on their behalf. Most importantly, I want people to feel responsible for what happens when members of their community leave our prisons to come home. Working together, our prisons can contribute to a safer society and to growth on Teesside and beyond.
I would like to work in a prison that is an asset to the community, that truly addresses re-offending and provides prisoners with the skills to gain employment in local business and industries.
We need to put chances for change at the heart of our prisons. Prisons are complex and we work with some of the most difficult and challenging people in society. But at its core, our mission is simple: to give every man the opportunity to change through learning, through developing new work skills, through undertaking change programmes, and most importantly, through experiencing positive relationships with people who believe change is possible.
I want to work at Kirkleamington because the work we carry out in the land-based department with the men are realistic, transferable skills that can be used in our local community.
I'd like to live in a prison where I'm given the chance to change by building on my skills.
We need to develop a proper sense of progress and reward, so each man can see clearly the distance he needs to travel to ensure he has hope for the future, and so we can ensure we keep him engaged and motivated on that journey. And we need to get the men job ready, with somewhere to live and family and friends to support them.
I want to support a prison that encourages and inspires men to make the necessary changes to lead a successful life after prison.
We need to make sure everything we do is informed by what we know about what works to reduce offending, and we need to make sure we have all the information we need about what is really happening in our prisons, so we can take swift action to put things right and make things work better.
I want to support a prison developing new ways to rehabilitate the men, developing programmes and employment opportunities.
We need to ensure that we are undertaking our work in modern prisons where we are able to take advantage of the most up-to-date technology, where the physical environment is positive and provides a decent place to work and live.
I want to live in a prison that provides a way to reward us when we go above and beyond our duties and responsibilities, maybe with additional privileges and trust, such as improved family ties and access to IT for educational courses.
We need to make the best possible use of the public's money. We need to take control of all our contracts and ensure that they are working as well as possible. We need to be open for business, working with local firms and through our own enterprise team to generate income, to be able to do even more positive work in our prisons to keep the public safe.
I want to work in this prison because now we can make changes to men's lives and have more freedom to do what it takes to reduce reoffending.
We will continuously improve, never thinking that what we have is good enough and not waiting till later to improve things, but acting now. We know that being independent reform prisons gives us real opportunities to do things differently to how they've always been done, to rip up the rule book and decide for ourselves how we do things around here. That also means being held to account for the decisions we take and the things that we do. And we will embrace that accountability, and we will seek to set a new standard for being open and transparent in how we behave. We're on a journey from good to great. In both prisons, we are building on solid foundations and some excellent work, but there is much to be done if we are to fulfil our potential. Thank you for taking the time to engage with our strategy. We want to know what you think and how you can help us deliver our reforms. Whether you work here with us, are living in our prisons, or are a member of our local community, I look forward to working with you to deliver great prisons that serve the public.